Fishin' Affliction. Hello.
Rise and shine. It's Fishin' Affliction time for those who got it bad.
Well, Mom and Dad's grab the kids, it's time for the fishing show. Me and old Rusty's gonna go catch them down at the fishing hole. Well, you better stick around, cause you don't know what you're missing. Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Grab your hats, grab your baits, don't forget your poles. We're gonna fire up that old Ranger boat and head to the fishing hole. We're gonna try to catch a biggin', yeah, that's what we're wishing. Cause me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Yeah. Man, and we've got it bad.
We got that fishing affliction.
Just like me. Here, fishy, fishy here, fishy, fishy here, fishy, fishy here.
Rise and shine. It's Fishin' Affliction time, and thanks so much for tuning in again this morning. Howdy, this is your old pal Matthew Gillen, the voice of Fishin' Affliction here at the HD Studios this morning. Dan, King Neptune, and the soggy Grabblin boys return to Nashville's Percy Priest Lake to fill the boat old school with the final installment of Man versus Whiskers, Grabblin and Growlin Part 3. Don't forget, coming up the end of the show, our weekly Team Fishin' Affliction t-shirt giveaway. If your name is in here, I might be calling your name. If you haven't entered, get to fishinaffliction.com to enter, and be sure to check out our new online store while you're at the website. Sit back and relax and enjoy Grabblin and Growlin Part 3 on Fishin' Affliction TV.
I'm going to try to go down with you, but stay out of your way. Is this okay?
Yeah, all right, you're fine.
I'm going to go underneath with you.
You might be better come over on this side.
Okay.
And there's a big rock right there. You won't be able to see nothing. But if you come over on this side, you might be able to see something.
Mind your way here?
Yeah, I mean, the hole is right here.
Well, after making double sure I wasn't going to get in the way, it was time to go underwater so we all could step into the office of the beaver to watch him work.
That's a good old biggin or a big old good. Look at the belly on it. It's too bad. Female?
I'll check it. What do you think?
I don't know if there's two in here or not. It's backed up. I'm going to go back down and see what happens.
Nice.
Well, after going back under, the beaver found that there was nobody else at home. So it was time for King Neptune and the big cat daddy to try their hand at the next hole. Big cat daddy, what you doing down there?
I'm trying to listen for him. I want to hear him go, whoop. Whoop. You hear that?
Jerk the string right out of my hand.
There is one in here. I heard it. I get it. I can't find it. I ain't never touched it. There he is.
Probably a challenge.
You hear him, Bartman?
Stick your ear down on the water.
Touch him. smooth down there. Oh, here.
In the mouth.
Yeah.
Stay back. Ooh. You can have
Missed it, boy.
Cat Daddy, that's meat on the string right there, buddy.
What about that, CJ? Get the grease hot, baby. I'm gonna get the grease hot. There goes some bush puppies.
Well, folks, the guys are steady putting meat in the boat and enjoying an American tradition of grabbling there in the wilds of Percy Priest. And we'll be right back in just a few minutes. And speaking of in the wilds, let's go see some pictures from this week's In the Wild. Well, folks, just when you thought you were seeing some big catfish being caught, check out what King Neptune caught just a couple weeks ago. This is a 47-pound catfish that he caught out there on Percy Priest. And the beeve, well, folks, he has done it. He has caught himself his biggest one to date. 49 pounds, folks, an absolute monster fish. Folks, you can send your pictures to pics@fishandaffliction.com and be sure to visit the picture galleries there at fishandaffliction.com and send us those pictures, because maybe you'll see them right here on the big screen.
In the Wild. Your pictures in the wild. Brought to you by Express Pull & Save. Your home for low price, self-serve auto parts, saving you money.
Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, look at that fish.
Conveniently located, Express Pull & Save offers a huge and continually updated inventory of vehicles for your automotive needs. Their simple, state-of-the-art customer service terminal will help you locate parts so you can pull and save. Bumpers, tail lights, wheels and rims, switches, mirrors, seats, and much more. The friendly, courteous staff at Pull & Save make it so easy, even if you're the big dog.
Hey, big dog.
What?
Pull & Save's on that side of the fence.
But don't you think these will look good on the Ranger?
Express Pull & Save, saving you money. Smyrna Ready Mix is an established company that handles business daily with integrity and professionalism. Whether you're a general contractor, professional builder, or do-it-yourself homeowner, SRM has your concrete solutions. With several locations in the Middle Tennessee area to serve you, the only call you need to make is to SRM, ready to serve you with integrity and professionalism.
Before you head out on your next boating trip, be sure to file a float plan with a responsible party that you trust, such as a relative, friend, or local marina.
A float plan is as simple as a piece of paper telling the responsible party where you're going on your boating trip and when you plan to return.
Be sure to leave a contact number, a description of your vessel, the number and names of all people on board the boat, and what time you expect to return.
Help others help you if the unexpected happens by filing a float plan.
The Tournament Trail for those who've got it bad. Brought to you by SRM, Smyrna Ready Mix. Serving you with professionalism and integrity.
Hi folks, this is Tim Cranford again with the Nashville Bass Anglers. We just finished up our tournament today on Cheatham Lake. And I'm standing here with the winner, Mr. Steve McElhaney, with 9.21 pounds. Steve, what did you do today to catch all those big fish?
Well, it's really interesting. I had 4 by 9 o'clock within 100 yards of where we launched. And then I went up others, and then I came back at 2 o'clock because I didn't know what time it was, and I went back to the same spot here and caught the last keeper. with about 45 minutes left to go. So it was all of them within 100 yards.
Wow. There you go, folks. You don't even need to spend gas money to win a tournament. So
that never happens to me.
That's right. So join us next time on August 13th. We'll be fishing Old Hickory Lake.
Well, congratulations to Steve and everybody who participated in the tournament, and we're looking forward to the results of the next one on Old Hickory. Thanks to SRM for sponsoring the tournament trail, and now back to Fishin' Affliction. Folks, welcome back to Fishin' Affliction, and this segment of the show is brought to you by Clark Marine down in Franklin, Tennessee. They offer the very best of Ranger boats, Triton boats, Sea Arcs, Express aluminum boats, Sea Rays, and Veranda pontoon boats. And folks, they have been serving you with excellence for over 30 years. For all your boating needs, be sure to see Stuart and the award-winning team of Clark Marine and check out their incredible interactive website at clarkmarine.com down in Franklin, Tennessee.
Oh, here in the mouth. Guys, stay back. Ooh. You have
Cat Daddy, that's meat on the string right there, buddy.
What about that, CJ? Get your grease hot, baby. Well, I'm gonna get the grease hot. Make up some bush puppets.
Well, folks, there's no doubt that everybody's enjoying the American tradition of grabbling there on Percy Priest. You got the beeve there in the water, you got King Neptune, and you got the big Cat Daddy, and he's all fired up, ready to get the grease hot. But he's about to find out that sometimes the catfish wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
He raises up every time.
Hear it? You don't hear that? You don't feel it? He knocked the heck out of these rocks. Almost come out on me. That's up there sitting on the
Getting on your lip.
He come out on you, didn't he?
Yeah, dog.
You let him out.
Hit my leg like took it off.
Hey, that was better than catching it.
Woo! Son!
I wish he'd hit him right here.
Oh, if he'd hit me in the chest, I probably.
Again.
He hit my leg. That's a monster.
There's going to be some interesting edits on there. Oh, it's too cute. Too cute. Pretty good mess already.
Not bad.
Not bad.
We get some bigger ones. There's bigger.
And you can tell that they're not impressed with what they've caught so far.
No.
But you know, for somebody like myself,
it's a nice mess.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a good start. We need a couple 20-pounders.
Well,
it's coming.
I think the crew's on the way. Look at there.
Yeah, it's coming.
Well, folks, there's no doubt that King Neptune and the beeve were on a mission to put more meat in the boat. And all we had to do was sit back and watch two masters at work.
You know, that water's not too bad as far as the clarity, clarity of it. You can see a foot. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Easy.
Although I can't see David right now. So.
Look right here. Come in on the right side of it. Pull it. Spinning. Did he get off? What's that noise? Somebody's phone ringing.
That's a big blue. Big blue. There you go. That's a pretty fish.
That one's strung through the back end.
Yeah. Whatever is closest to you. And them were better stringing back. They don't have teeth back on that side.
Well, after King Neptune grabbled it and the beef put it in the boat, it was time to do a little weighing.
I'm going to say 13 and a half. Oh, come on. 11.4.
Well, folks, 11.4, and that means one thing. Time to go catch a few more. Right after we enjoyed watching these deer cooling down in the summer heat.
So, David, what happens here is that the grapple is in them, the hook is in them.
Hook's in him.
And it's just keeping the fish in a stationary place, basically.
He's still under the hole. We're just trying to figure out how to get him up to the front to get a stringer.
Gotcha.
Tail or mouth. He says there's another one. I wouldn't think so, not with. Get him?
I'm still digging dirt. I can just touch him with the tips of my fingers.
Reach him up on there with your arm?
Yeah. Grab me.
That's not good. Better put my other glove on, go down there and dig it out.
Come on, Jerry, get him. Got him?
Yes, he does.
Got him? Little bitty one. Little bitty one.
Is there another one in there? You think?
I heard one. Okay.
Well, folks, the American tradition of grabbling is on display at the highest level here on Fishin' Affliction. And we'll be back with some more big old cats. But right now, it's time to hear from the voice of Fishin' Affliction, Mr. Matthew Gillen, as he tells us about the weekly Team Fishin' Affliction special from Clark Marine.
All right, and here's a 2007 Triton 20X with a Mercury 225 Pro SX Optimax, Lowrance 332C color GPS and console, and Lowrance 102C on the bow. It also has a Motor Guide TR82, a sparkling boat ready to go. Call now for special pricing or cruise in and see Stewart and the award-winning team at Clark Marine Sales, Paytonsville Road, exit 61 off I-65, Franklin, Tennessee. And now let's go see what Miss Vic's got cooking this week.
In the Skillet with Chef Vicki Porter is brought to you by Cleepy.com, turning your precious memories into video treasures.
Welcome to In the Skillet. I'm Vicki Porter, and after watching these guys catching these big old catfish, I thought today would be a perfect time to show you a recipe for them. And it is my Cajun baked catfish. And now for the ingredients. You will need catfish fillets, olive oil, garlic salt, thyme, paprika, cayenne pepper, hot sauce, and black pepper. In a bowl, add together your spices, your olive oil, and your hot sauce, and get it all mixed together. After spraying your baking dish with cooking spray, coat each side of your fish with your Cajun mixture. Then bake at 450 for 10 to 13 minutes. After it's finished cooking, it's time to sit down to a good old Cajun catfish feast. You can find this recipe at intheskillet.com. I'm Vicki Porter. Tune in next week to see what's cooking in the skillet.
It's maybe kind of like if you kind of steady, and if you pop it a little bit, you know.
It's kind of like this, all over, like that.
There's no way I'm going to do that.
I believe it's like this. It's like this.
Yeah, it's kind of like this. No way.
It does a lot of this.
Kind of like this. The sexy swimmer, it's got action you can't believe until you see it. There.
Hello everyone, this is your 2-week warning. If you're a waterfowl hunter, it's time for the duck blind drawings across Tennessee, and if you want to learn more, you need to go to tnwildlife.org. Some of you old guys that have been hunting for a long time, you know all about the license and permits that you need in order to draw. If you're new to it, make sure you go to that website or give a regional office a call. It's time to get you a blind. It's a public blind that you can get for the entire season, so make sure that you go to our website and check it out. I'll see you next week on Fishin' Affliction.
Welcome back to Fishin' Affliction, and this segment of the show is brought to you by US Reel, when performance means everything.
Seaguar line, always the best. Mustad ULTRAPOINT hooks, stays sharper longer. Onyx life jackets, keeping you there. Blakemore's Real Magic, the name says it all. Deca gel batteries, stay in charge battery charging systems, rugged electronic mounts provided by Ram Mounts, Lowrance Electronics by bbgmarine.com, and tournament wear. Look great, feel great, do great.
Come on, Jerry, get him. Got him?
Yes, he does.
Got him.
Little bitty one.
Well, folks, the guys are making Grabblin look easy, aren't they? But make no mistakes, there is a bunch of work that goes into preparing for the opportunity to enjoy this American tradition. This is not something that you just go out and come back in a half hour's time. Oh, no. There's a lot of things that were never shown in what little bit we saw today, which was the glory part of it, which is actually putting the big fish in the boat.
Right.
But tell me about being out here when it's 20 degrees outside.
Well, we come out here in the wintertime, Jerry and I, and, people that have grabbled me in the past that I've shown how to do it. We come out here, it'd be 20 degrees to about 35 degrees. It's cold. Most people are at home, sitting in front of the TV, watching TV. So we're out here when they draw the lake down. We find a rock that looks like it has a depression under it, and then we block around it, and then we leave average of 12-inch hole wide, and depending on the height of the rock, it can be anywhere from 6 to 16 inches tall. So we put a tremendous amount of work. It usually takes us 3 to 4 days out here in the cold to fix these rocks. And then when the water comes back up, then we remember where each rock is. And then we go.
The things that we do for the wonderful viewers of Fishin' Affliction, we get down in it. We don't only go where the fish are at, we go see where they're at, don't we? They have hit, what would you say, 35, 40 places already today? Got about how many pounds in the boat?
I'd say a little bit over 100 pounds, I would think.
And they're still hard at it, fixing to clean them. Big man's going to be getting him some more fish a little bit later. Charlie's out on the point making sure nothing's going to get out of the cove. Jerry's got him covered on one end, Dave on the other. And I'm keeping out the sun. Well, folks, there's no doubt that this American tradition of grabblin is a whole lot of fun. But I want to stress something to you. If you've never done this before, then please go with somebody that knows what they're doing, like David or Jerry. And although they have a bunch of fun doing it, they also know that this can be a matter of life or death. And you have to trust the person that you do this with.
Fishing with David, a lot of it is trust, and I trust David well enough to know that he's not going to let me drown. I might get hurt, I might get a hook hung in my hand or my foot or whatever, but you got to have that trust to know that it could be, because people drown doing this. They've outlawed this in a lot of states because of people drowning. So we got to do it. Like I said before, you got to be part crazy to do it, but you got to have, you can't do it alone. And if the people out there want to try it, just make sure you don't do it by yourself, that you have someone that you trust.
Well, folks, that person that Jerry can trust with his life is Mr. David Potts. And these two friends are true masters of this American tradition, having a great respect for each other and the sport of grabbling. And folks, this last fish, we're going to show you just how dangerous it can be. Jerry is diving in water that's over 8 foot deep. The river has risen a couple feet, so the hole is not in the typical depth that it normally would be. Now, David is holding on to a rope that is tied to Jerry's waist, and he's only going to let Jerry stay down for about 30 to 45 seconds. Anything longer than that, regardless of what's going on, David will pull him up. And even though these guys have been doing this for a long time, they take nothing for granted. Now, Jerry is on a really big fish, about 30 pounds, but obviously it's down so deep that it's going to take several attempts to get him. But when he finally does, watch what a fish that Jerry pulls up from the depths of Percy Priest.
got about you. Stuck. Just straight up on the road. There you go. You got that hook in? Yep. He ain't happy. Oh, right, hit the hook. Oh my God! Woo! Woo! Look at that, Elizabeth! Look at it! Woo!
Right there, floating through right there.
Woo! Good gracious. That's a fish. Good job, Jerry. Woo!
Well, folks, I sure hope you've enjoyed the American tradition of grabbling from the masters that do it so well right here in Tennessee. And a big thank you to all the guys that took the time to make that happen for Fishin' Affliction. And folks, don't forget that tomorrow is the very first annual Fishin' for Isaac tournament there in Gallatin, Tennessee, going out of flippers. Here's the information, and I hope that you get a chance to participate in this great event. And folks, next week, by popular demand, we have had a request from several thousand fans of Fishin' Affliction to see something that they saw last year right here on Fishin' Affliction. So, we're going to pull it from the vault for you. A trip down to Kentucky Lake with the legendary Stump Spencer. And folks, what an unbelievable trip we had. Thank you so much for tuning in to Fishin' Affliction this week, and tune in next week when you hear the big dog say.
Are you all ready to go fishing again yet?
This week's winner of the great-looking Team Fishin' Affliction t-shirt made by ACP Specialties in Hendersonville is Chris Baker of Hermitage, Tennessee. Everyone who enters will be qualified for the Fishin' Affliction Grand Prize drawing later this year. So get your entry in now at fishingaffliction.com. As always, a big thank you to all of our national and local sponsors for providing us with the most advanced technology and highest quality products and services. Be sure to visit each of our partners online through the sponsor links page on our official website at fishingaffliction.com. And this is your old pal Matthew Gillen, the voice of Fishin' Affliction TV, hoping that you'll tune in next week, because there's no doubt that Dan and the big dog got it bad. They've got Fishin' Affliction for those who got it bad.
Rusty's catching today. I'll bet you anything. Here, watch it. He'll hit a striking bait. Let's go.
Ain't nothing safe around me.